So do my eyes look creepy when I blink? Yeah, I bet they look really, really strange. And this mask is damn uncomfortable. You might be wondering why I'm wearing this. We will find out later. For now, let's start the episode. Oh my god! What the... Hey everyone, welcome back for another vlog video. And apologies that this week's video is a little bit late. Yesterday I did not have much time. I actually had a wonderful day playing games with some friends. And I never got around to filming one of these videos. And I am trying so hard to get at least one of these out each week. So even though today's not Sunday, I am still filming on a Monday. Which would explain why I am sat here in a suit. I've just got back from work. And work has actually been quite busy again recently. We believe that the state of emergency in Japan is going to be extending by another month. So probably until the end of February. And nothing has been confirmed yet because the Japanese government likes to throw out ideas and then get kind of like public opinion before they decide anything. But it seems like it's going that way. But what that means for us is a lot of our company seminars, we now have to again try to make those compatible with an online format. So yeah, we've been pretty busy. Things are good, but things are again busy. I mean, when are they not busy? I've told you before, my work is non-stop. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Now, there's a lot of things I want to talk about in today's video, but first, let me kick off with this video. Let's take a look. Hey everyone, so look, we got post today. We actually ordered a figure online. I mentioned that I wanted to win one in the game center, but we found actually that this one was quite cheap online on one website. We've heard that it might smell of tobacco, so we're kind of worried that it might not be great. Let's have a look. Oh, I hope it's what it is. Oh wow, there's actually a title receipt in here. I don't know if I can show this. Does this have our address? No, it just has a name. Well, I'll show you this later actually. But it's just a white box. So we got that special AMP Rem figure that we wanted, and we didn't get the normal color. We actually went with the white one, and these are bloody hard to get hold of, so we were quite lucky to find this cheap. So do look forward to this one coming soon. Probably I probably try and open this before some of the others because I really want to see this. So alright, so yeah, as you saw, we actually ordered one of the figures that we wanted online. It was the AMP Rem figure, the one that I mentioned before in that video, the one that actually looked unbelievably pretty. I was going to get the original version, but I thought, you know what, let's go and splash out a little bit and get the kind of super special version. And it came in this really interesting kind of white box, and this really threw me off. And as you can see in that video, we were quite surprised that it doesn't have any pattern on it. It does have a little bit of text there. I don't know if you can actually see that on the camera, I'm just holding a white box to the screen, but it does have this kind of like sticker on it to say what's inside of it. Now, we did order this on Yahoo Auction, so we were kind of a little bit unsure whether this was going to be official or not. But it did also come with this really interesting piece of paper. This is like some kind of certificate to show that it is actually a genuine product. It does have my wife's name on there, which is kind of, well, it doesn't really matter, her name's Mizuki. But it just shows here that it says like title RE0, like the kind of figure, and it's like an official title receipt, so this must have come straight from the source. I mean, that's really, really cool. So yeah, very, very happy to have that. But of course, when I was out, I did end up going and getting the other figure. So we did actually also get the original color version. So we now have two to open, yeah! And I'm gonna apologize to all of you quite early on here. I did not film myself winning this. I was out with a friend yesterday, we're at the game center kind of close to here, and I saw it and I thought, let me give it a go. And we got it for 16 bucks in the game center. It was actually one of our kind of best wins, like in the past half a year, I think. So, God, am I excited. I get to open both of them. Oh, I can't wait. I do have a lot of figures recorded, and I'm probably going to do those first, but at the weekend, if I can record at least one of these, I might put it up early before some of the others. So, let's wait and see. But the main topic for today's video is actually a festival that's going to be held tomorrow in Japan. That festival is called Setsubun, and the kanji for Setsubun, so Setsu and Bun, basically means seasonal divide. And on the Japanese lunar calendar, it basically highlights the beginning of spring. But like most Japanese holidays or most Japanese festivals, there is a very superstitious side to it. And that is that they're trying to drive away demons that are visiting their house. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one, but bear with me on this. Going all the way back to the 13th century, there was a lot more superstition. People weren't so kind of up to date with everything that's going on in the world. I mean, technology wasn't around, people didn't really know what was going on. So religion kind of dominated most conversation. And people believed quite heavily that demons would be visiting, it'd be causing diseases and plagues and so on. All sorts of stuff was happening. So to ward them away, a lot of Japanese people would burn things like dried sardines, they'd try and burn like wood for like creating smoke to kind of get them out. And yeah, there'd be like banging drums as well to try and get as many demons away as they can. But this is no longer the case in Japan. You might still see some houses or some places kind of decorating their entrances with fish heads, but it typically doesn't happen anymore in most Japanese houses. What does happen is people will throw beans at the door. Yeah, and it's not like just throwing a packet like this. It's actually a little bit messier than that. People will actually take the beans out of the packets and then they will just throw them at the door. And they'd say things like, "Oni wa sata!" like, "Get out, demons!" And then, was it like, "Fuku wa uchi!" I think "Fuku wa uchi!" like happiness come in. And yeah, it's a very interesting holiday. But it's mostly for kids. It's mostly so that kids have something fun to enjoy. What is strange is that a lot of places actually have these kind of demon-y masks, like these ogre masks. These are weird. And I tried this on earlier. I mean, what? Look how ridiculous this looks. Give me 1 second. Don't I look amazing? This is crazy. It's so small on my face too. I'm really, really tempted to go and see what my cat thinks of this. Like if I walk in and just kind of... But yeah, you'll see a lot of people or a lot of kids wearing these kinds of masks. And they're mostly paper, but actually today I found a set which has this mask and these beans together. So yeah, I thought I'd show you them together. But one additional point I should mention based on the bean throwing is that once you've thrown the beans, you're supposed to pick up the amount of beans that equates to your age. So that means I'd need to pick up 29 beans, which if I've thrown 100, I'm not just going to leave all those beans on the floor. I'm going to have to pick them all up at some point. But again, it's that superstitious kind of like feeling, thinking that that brings good luck and it's just bringing happiness into your house. And another tradition with Setsubun, and I know there is a ton of traditions that come hand in hand with Setsubun, is when Japanese people eat ehomaki. And ehomaki is a kind of Japanese sushi. You might hear some people call it makizushi, which is just a long big roll. But ehomaki is a special kind of sushi because it actually represents the 7 lucky gods of Japan, or in Japanese, the Shichiji no Fukujin. And I love talking about them. It's super fun. Gods like Ben 10, and it's so cool. Not Ben 10 like, as in like the transformative Ben 10, but Ben 10 like the god of... Yeah, anyway, we could talk about that another time. But those 7 gods are represented by 7 different items inside of that ehomaki. And people eat that without talking, in one sitting, facing a specific direction. And every year there is a different lucky direction. This year is south-southeast, which is very, very specific. But again, it's just looking in that direction, eating, it's huge. I mean, really, it is huge. Eating that whole thing without talking, because again, it's supposed to bring happiness and prosperity and luck. So yeah, very, very interesting. I remember one of the first times I ate ehomaki was when I first started working in Japan. My old company was called Nova. That could be another topic for another time. But I used to work down in a place called Kishiwada, which is quite far south in Osaka. And one of my great friends, Steve, he brought some of the sushi when he was just saying the direction. And we just sat there in silence for 5 minutes, facing this direction, just going... And that's probably an awful image you're getting there. But it's fun, it really is fun, and it's delicious. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for joining. Everyone, please do stay safe. I know that COVID is still being a pain in everyone's backside. And I'll see you next weekend for another vlog video. Now I gotta clear that mess up. Why did I throw beans in the air? I mean, I'm just creating problems for myself, and some of them broke on the way down, so yeah, that was fun to pick up. But hey everyone, thanks again so much for watching today's video. If you did like today's video, please do give us a like, please subscribe. I have a lot more stuff coming very, very soon. As I said, I'm going to try and film at least one of those new REM figures, so hopefully I can get one of those in the next couple of weeks up. This week will probably be that Mile episode, so that will come soon, but who doesn't love REM? As my friends tell me, this is just a channel of REM figures, so REM. Alright, bye bye!